Is KLIA Express the most expensive airport rail in the world with 55 ringgit per trip from KL Central to the airport terminal, either KLIA or KLIA2, with the top speed of 160 km per hour on standard gauge? There are several factors of why KLIA Express is so expensive other than with comparison with other train tickets in the rest of Malaysia. The fare is pointed up as ridiculously high. Some even claim that KLIA Express is the most expensive airport train in the world. Let's discover that later. Let's hop on to the train heading towards Kuala Lumpur International Airport, 57 km south of Kuala Lumpur, and answering the burning question: is KLIA Express the most expensive airport rail in the world? To understand more of the pricey situation, the best way is to experience a ride on the train itself. So, KLIA Express is a direct service between KL Central, the major train station in Kuala Lumpur, with KLIA and KLIA2, the two terminals, while KLIA Transit is a transit service that stops in intermediate station between Kuala Lumpur, KL Central, and also the airport, which are Bandar Tasik Selatan, the major bus terminal, Putrajaya, Malaysia Administration Centre, and Salak Tinggi, which is a suburban town near with the airport. The airport rail was owned by ERL Express Rail Link Sdn Bhd and operated by the company's subsidiary. ERL began its operation on 40th of April 2002, 4 years after the completion of KLIA. Both KLIA Express and KLIA Transit are operated by ERL, who own and operate the line. Unique to Malaysian rail system, ERL is fully private company without any direct ownership of any government ministry, including Ministry of Transport. In this video, I might use KLIA Express repeatedly, but the bureau show KLIA Transit, the train that I rode. The only difference between those two lines is the number of train stops. Otherwise, the train, the gauge, the service, and the price is just the same. KLIA is located 57 km south of Kuala Lumpur, opened in 1998 to international flights as a replacement of older Subang Airport. The distant airport needs a reliable and efficient rail network to downtown area of Kuala Lumpur to make KL more attractive to business travelers and tourists alike. To understand the target demographic of KLIA Express, look no further than the train entertainment screens. Thumbs up! And to make Kuala Lumpur more attractive to business travelers for meeting, expo, and also some seminars, comfortability and punctuality of KLIA Express also targeted to businessmen, businesswomen, business they. With 160 km per hour top speed, the journey from KL Central to KLIA only took about 35 minutes or 40 minutes by KLIA Transit due to number of stops. By comparison, driving from Kuala Lumpur to the airport took about 1 hour. Similar if you are taking the bus. Maybe sounds a little different, but remember that the highway from KL to KLIA often clogged with cars and traffic is increasingly common, especially in the area of after Nilai or in the area of Putra Heights. As a consequence, don't be surprised if the drive or bus trip from the city to airport took more than 1 hour, even up to 2 hours. But hey, KLIA Express cannot beat 10 ringgit bus trip, right? Faster trip, faster wallet thinning. Since KLIA Express is the most expensive public transport mode from Kuala Lumpur to KLIA except taxi and e-hailing, how does its service justify the hefty price? Reason number one, Time taken. It's only about 35 minutes from KL Central to KLIA. Taking taxi or bus to the airport took about 1 hour on clear traffic. In addition, KLIA Express is the most punctual rail service in the country, while KL Transit has an amazing 10 to 30 minute train frequency. Good luck with that, KTM commuter. The second reason is convenience. KL Central is located within the Downtown area, zigzagging with other rail lines of KTM, LRT, Kelana Jaya Line, MRT, Kajang Line and nearby monorail, which makes a trip and transfer easy and comfortable. Previous major airport serving Kuala Lumpur, which is Subang Airport, was only accessible by taxi, bus or private car. Before the opening of Subang Sky Park in the year 2018, a trip to Subang was really an hassle. Expensive taxi or overcrowded bus, if the bus came at all, both stuck in a heavy traffic in Federal Highway. And since ERL was constructed with the master plan of KLIA, the rail service is designed to offer faster and better connectivity from the airport to the city centre. And perhaps number 3 explain why the train ticket is so expensive is because of the ownership of the company. Unlike other rail companies in Malaysia, ERL Sdn Bhd is fully owned by private companies and a statutory body. The ownership of ERL is spread among these entities, which are YTL, Tabung Haji, SIPP Rail and Trisilco Equity. And as a comparison, KTM, Rapid KL, Sabah Railway and upcoming ECRL East Coast Rail Line owned by the government and operated by government-owned companies, which the efficiency of these services is ranging from good to questionable. When a rail company is government-owned, the price is always kept lower as its main goal is to provide public service. Since ERL is a fully private company with profit in mind, the operator need to generate profit to remain in business, hence the high ticket price. On the other side of the coin, since it is profit driven, there are discounts and offers which makes the ticket price reduced to a reasonable level. For example, the trip I took from KL Central to Putrajaya is 20% cheaper by using Bank Islam card. Promotion ended 31st December 2022. After understanding why KLIA Express and KLIA Transit is so expensive, let's explore the airport trade around the world and see whether it's true or not KLIA Express is the most expensive airport train in the world. To compare all the airport trains just the same, it's like comparing diamond and glass and see which one shine the most, since there are many trains used to link airport with the cities around the world. Many types of trains. KLIA Express and KLIA Transit fall under heavy rail category regardless of what wiki editors want to say. The reason is that the train used and the rail gauge used for the rail used in both services are just the same. And to make comparison fair, only heavy rail will be categorized and compared with KLIA Express. And the train should use dedicated railway services exclusively or primarily used for airport train service, which means little mix or no mix with other train services. Which means that metro systems such as MRT, LRT, light rail, trams and BRT are excluded from comparison with KLIA Express and KLIA Transit. And yes, Changi branch of MRT East West Line is not included as a comparison, just to make it fair. The train used in Changi branch is just as the same as other MRT line, especially East West Line and North South Line in Singapore, and that is why the ticket price is cheaper than KLIA Express, clearly. And other good examples of light rail or metro rail used as airport rail services are Capital Airport Express in Beijing, Arex Airport Railway Express between Seoul and Incheon, Dubai Metro, AirTran JFK in New York, which use similar model of train with LRT Kelana Jaya, and Suvarnabhumi Airport Rail Link in Bangkok. It is a metro rail, not a heavy rail, the same type. And the ticket price of these metro rails are way cheaper than KLIA Transit. For example, like Suvarnabhumi Airport Rail Link, only for 45 baht. But do remember at this train, the metro train, you are not in the same type as KLIA Express and KLIA Transit. Metro rail has lower operating speed than heavy rail, normally only about 80 kilometers per hour, and it also has a lower seating capacity and also total capacity including standing passengers. And cities that link the airport with the metro system often has a nearer airport with the city centre instead of far away built up area. For example, Changi in Singapore, because Singapore is so small. Dubai, the airport is the middle of the city. New York, for example, JFK and Newark. San Francisco, Shenzhen, and also New Delhi. Meanwhile, a number of cities choose heavy rail as it carry more passengers than metro or light rail, and the heavy rail has a higher speed than the metro rail, and some even operated as a high speed railway. Example of the airport trains around the world are Heathrow Express in London, MTR Airport Link in Hong Kong, Union Pearson Express in Toronto, Narita Express in Tokyo, Haruka Express in Osaka, linking the Osaka city with Kansai. I took that train in 2017, and Soekarno-Hatta Airport rail link in Jakarta. And as additional note, Indonesia has a number of airport rails outside Jakarta, for example in Medan, in Padang, in Yogyakarta, and also in Solo. Then let's make a price comparison between the selected airport rail. As a note, all price stated is a standard adult fare without any discount in the year 2022. If you're watching this video in 2026, don't yell at the comment section below and say that the ticket price is not the same, it's increasing. Of course, this is for year 2022. Maybe next year it will be going up some more, who knows. And is there any airport rails that dare to break the high ceiling of 55 ringgit single trip KLIA Express ticket? And let's start with the airport rail that use metro system, 80 kilometers per hour. Capital Airport Rail in Beijing Capital costs 25 yuan or 60 ringgit 50 cent. SRT Airport Rail link from Payatai to Suvarnabhumi Airport costs about 45 baht or about 5 ringgit 50 cents. Only about the transit city service, because the express direct line costs about 150 baht, expensive even for Thai standards. And Tokyo monorail to Haneda Airport costs about 160 yen only for that line, and transfer with other JR East line, for example Yamanote line, costs about 650 yen or 20 ringgit 95 cents. Meanwhile, Seoul Incheon Airport Railway Express costs about 4,751 for the transit services city, and the express costs about 9,501, 32 ringgit, and the price is revised every year. And remember, these metro airport lines, the price is cheaper due to slower speed and also the lower capacity of metro train rather than heavy rail. Also, most of the airport rail that use metro system often covers distance less than 30 kilometers due to higher cost of construction of the metro line, with anticipation that more numbers of passengers riding rather than faster train speed use. Finally, it's the time that everyone is waiting for. What is the most expensive airport train in the world? Let's start with the quest with Soekarno-Hatta rail link linking Jakarta city centre with Soekarno-Hatta International Airport, 70,000 rupiah or 20 ringgit and 80 cents. How about Brisbane A train linking Brisbane Airport to the city centre, 19 Australian dollars and 80 cents, or about 60 ringgit 80 cents. Already more expensive than KLIA Express. MTR Airport Express, about 115 Hong Kong dollar or 69 ringgit. Very nice price. Actually, there are more airport rails that is more expensive than KLIA Express elsewhere in the world. For example, Union Pearson Express costs about 27 Canadian dollars and 50 cents. It's about 95 ringgit. Fly to get Oslo high-speed rail linking Oslo city centre and also Oslo Airport costs about 210 Norwegian kroner or 93 ringgit. And probably really expensive one, Stockholm Arlanda Express costs about 299 Swedish krona or 126 ringgit. And there you have it. The winner of the most expensive train service in the world is Heathrow Express with the cost of 25 British pound. Yeah, as a final note, European airport trains are expensive, more expensive than the others due to high labor and high construction costs, which justified by high household income and also high cost of living. But still, airport train ticket price in Europe is higher than the normal train ticket price. It's also create an uproar to European train riders too. If you want to ride KLIA Express, you can take the train from KL Central, where major rail lines such as KTM, LRT Kelana Jaya Line, MRT Kajang Line, and KL Monorail are, or from KLIA or KLIA 2 Terminal Building. If you want to take KLIA Transit, the train stop at KL Central at different gates, or Bandar Tasik Selatan, the major bus station, or Putrajaya Central located at west of Putrajaya, nearby Sabijaya, or Salak Tinggi, or in the airport terminal of KLIA and KLIA 2. KLIA Express fare is 55 ringgit in the year 2022, and KLIA Transit fare depends on the starting station and the destination. Here's a tip. KLIA Express often offer discount to selected cards. Make sure to check on the website, the company website, which one suits you the best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something about the airport train operation, and KLIA Express is no longer not the most expensive train in the world, but still ridiculous expensive nevertheless. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you in the next video.